Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rajalia Subindrabajaraja Faisal Pendi. So I will start with a history of badminton. Badminton were known as Puna during the 18th century in India, and it also known as Batador, that's mean a badminton racket, and a shuttlecock were called bird or birdie because it was made of feather. In 1870, British Army officers learned to play badminton, and in 1873, badminton was introduced as Beaufort Country state sports by Duke of Beaufort, England. The roots of sports can be traced to ancient Greece, India, and China, and the first unofficial All England Badminton Championship for men were held in 1899, and the first tournament for women were held the next year. So I will continue with the introduction. Badminton is a racket sport played using racket to hit a shuttlecock across the net, and common forms of the game is single player and double player. Single player is that is one player per side, and double player is two player per side. Badminton can play as indoor or outdoor game, and in badminton games, athlete can only strike the shuttlecock once before it passes over the net, and point will be given if the shuttlecock that been hit, landing it within the opponent's side half of the court. So I will continue the detail about smash in badminton. Smash is known as the most commonly used technique in badminton, and this technique is the most potent and powerful shot of the game. Usually badminton players will use this technique when they feel that they take control of the game at a particular point. And this technique is a quick and powerful shot because the player hit the shuttlecock from high up to downward to the opponent court. There are hardly any defense for badminton smash technique. As you can see, I put the picture of our former Malaysian badminton player, that is Datuk Lee Chong Wei.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syufiqa Fatin binti Johan. So I will continue for equipment. Equipment will have 3 badminton racket, shuttlecock, and badminton shoes. For badminton racket, light in weight and not more than 100 gram. Frame of the racket we made of a steel or aluminium, but it can also made of alloy, touch carbon fiber, ceramic, or boron. The length not exceed 680 mm. For the width not exceed 230 mm. For shuttlecock, the weight between 4.74 to 5.50 gram. And badminton shoes, a badminton shoe should provide a good grip, cushioning, and flexible at the forefoot so that the athlete will feel comfortable while in game. The next one is badminton accessory. Badminton accessory will have 5: grip, clothes, sock, wristband, and headband. For a grip, it made of cloth or synthetic fiber function to absorb sweat from your palm, and it also provide you a dire feel. For clothes, any comfortable clothes and pants that are suitable to wear and that does not hinder your movement. For sock, it is good for athlete to wear thick cotton sock in sport because it will absorb sweat to prevent your feet from slipping inside your shoes. Next is wristband. Wristband is not necessary, but it can prevent your sweat from flowing to your racket handle. And the last one is headband. Headband is people that wear spectacles were recommended to wear headband so that your sweat will not make your land wet, and it also to help to stop the sweat and hair getting into your eyes.
Okay, so next I will present about the layout of the badminton court. So before I explain, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Alvena. So about the badminton court, so this is the picture of the court. So the dimensions of the badminton court are 20 by 44 feet and area of 880 feet, and the diagonal length of the full court is 48.30 feet. So both singles and double are played on the same standard court. The differences is that badminton singles is played without the side or double alleys that extend 1 feet, 1 feet 5 inch on the either side of the court. So as such, the boundaries of the single court is played on a 17 by 44 feet court space and an area of 748 feet. Each of the lines are drawn on a standard badminton court have a thickness of 1.57 inch. Thank you.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, I will proceed my first part, which is profile of the athlete. Okay, first of all, I will introduce myself. Okay, myself is NURSOLEHAH binti Muhammad Sopi. My metric number is 2020983663. Okay, for the profile athlete, which is the athlete is the Alvena binti Alas, and her weight is 58 kgs and her height is 164 centimeter. Okay, for non-athlete is Syufiqa Fatin binti Johan. Her weight is 70 kg and 160. So they have a difference between their weight and height.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NURALIA binti Rasidi, and I will continue with the step of smash in a badminton. Alright, the first step is a preparation phase. In this phase, the athletes should turn their body sideways with non-racket shoulder toward the net in line with the incoming shuttle, and then stand on a firm position. Spread your legs apart to widen the base of support with bent knees to lower the athlete's center of gravity. Alright, in this step, if you are not good in a balance, your smash won't be strong because your body will just concentrate on a balancing first rather than doing a strong swing. Alright, the next one is a back swing phase. In this phase, the athlete rests and stretch your racket arm as far back as possible to perform a full arm swing. Okay, and then you need to use your non-racket arm to balance out the weight of your racket arm to maintain your body balance. Alright, in this step, you need to make sure you stretch your racket arm as far back as possible. This will help to ensure you perform a full arm swing. At the same time, raise your non-racket arm to balance out the weight of your racket arm. This is a very important to help you maintain body balance. Okay, next one is a forward swing phase. In the phase, the further the racket arm behind the athlete, the more momentum will be generated. Alright, and then take the shuttle at the highest point possible. This creates a steep angle for the smash. Okay, as we know, this step will create a steep angle of your smash. And then next one is an impact phase. Alright, in this phase, you need to strengthen the elbow when connecting with the shuttle, and then stretch out your chest to the widest extent possible and stretch out your non-racket arm. And then you need to swing your racket forward and shuffle your racket leg to the front. Alright, in this step, you need to take a deep breath, stretch out your chest to the widest extent possible, stretch out your non-racket, and then swing your racket forward as you exhale. At the same time, contract your abs, shuffle your racket foot to the front. Alright, the next one is the last step, which is a follow through step. Alright, in this phase, follow through and complete your swing after you hit the shuttlecock to put maximum force in the shot. Alright, so your body will facing forward after you swing your racket, and you need to maintain your body balance and recover. Alright, in the last step, after you hit the shuffle, you need follow through and complete your swing. Your body should face forward after you swing your racket, maintain body balance and recover. Alright, so I want to share to you some of the common misconceptions. Alright, everyone can smash. It is simple. Swing your racket forward as hard as you can, and there you go, a smash. Alright, knowing how to smash doesn't make you pro. For your information, smashing is the right technique, is the key to bring your badminton skill to the next level. It's from posterior review. You can see muscle and angle for athlete and non-athlete. For athlete is 140 and for non-athlete is 158. For muscle, it involves 5 muscle. It's same from athlete and non-athlete. For arm, tricep, hamstring, gastrocnemius and calf. For the green line, you can see it is for posterior body from athlete when they smash. For athlete, you can see the posture is very good, and for non-athlete is not good. You can see the leg is straight, and for non-athlete is not straight. So you can see the difference between athlete and non-athlete from posterior review. Thank you.
Okay, so welcome back to me, and I will proceed for analysis of smash in badminton from the lateral view, which is made from our sides view. Okay, based on the slide. Okay, for the left side, which is the athlete, and right side, which is non-athlete. Okay, for the athlete, when the smash position, she's bend her back until the angle is more better than the non-athlete, which is the athlete angle is 138 degree and the non-athlete is 129 degree. Okay, the muscle involve both of the the muscle involve of both of the during the smash position. The main muscle is the primary muscle is deltoid, bicep, tricep, forearm, hamstring, quadricep, gastrocnemius and calf. Both have the same same use of muscle, but the difference between the athlete and non-athlete, their angle, which is they bend their back. For my opinion, the larger we have the angle, the more we can take the power. For example, the larger we open our hand, and the more energy, the more velocity to smash the shuttlecock.
Okay, so now I will proceed with the discussion part of this presentation, where we'll be discussing the essential key points that I evaluated throughout the process. So for the discussion, I will be comparing the differences between a badminton athlete and non-badminton athlete when it comes to smashing. So now we'll be move on to the first and the second video, where it shows a badminton athlete and a non-badminton athlete smashing, and to spot the differences between their smashing. So the first one is the athlete of badminton player. So in this video, the body measurement of and the speed taken during smashing of the athlete will be recorded. So I will proceed with the first video, whereby the athlete perform the smashing. So as you can see, the athlete able to perform the smashing well. She able to do the full swing of the smashing. Okay, so next is the non-athlete. So in this video, uh, the body measurement and the speed of smashing of the non-athlete also being recorded. As you can see, the athlete does not able to perform a full swing smashing. So this is the original video of the non-athlete. Okay, so next, what is the differences during smashing of athlete and non-athlete? So a major differences can be seen in the preparation space smash, whereby the athlete shows that 51.89 centimeter measurement compared to the non-athlete, um, which exhibit a reading of 50 centimeter, where a differences between 1.89 centimeter can be seen during the preparation phase of smashing, and this difference can be clearly seen the arc of the players. Other than that, another difference uh, in a body measurement that can be seen is when it comes to the stance of the player. So the athlete stance and leg position shows a reading of 67.57 centimeter, and the non-athlete shows that the reading of her stance is 74.34 centimeter. This can be actually result in the performance of the smash, as the athlete is in a rather good stance to provide a strong return, while the non-athlete body posture is in a rather straight position, whereby causing less force to exhibit. So next, we will move to the second part where it focuses on the hand movement and the speed when it comes to smashing in badminton of athlete and the non-athlete. So as you can see, the athlete shows how their hand movement of their smashing technique uh, can be seen to do in a full swing, which can result in a better pace of the smash, hence resulting in a difficulty of receiver to receive to return the shot. This shows how essential the need of good hand movement and speed, and poor hand movement and speed also can be seen during the non-badminton athlete, and whereby the following athlete was unable to fully utilize their swing uh, as the non-athlete were only opted to take a merely short, which resulted in poor result of the shuttlecock. This can be clearly seen with the time taken by the athlete and the non-athlete. The athlete took 1.98 seconds to fully take swing of their shot, as they opted to do a full swing, which would result in a greater force, thereby causing a harder return from the opposition, while the non-athlete only take up 1.32 seconds as they opted the swing.
So yeah, welcome back to me. So the conclusion is we have to come to find the body position have the greatest impact on the athlete for badminton smash performance. So the best position of the body will give the best performance, because the smash require the most velocity drop list and clear medium. So the velocity used to enhance shot while point in impact of important in making shot. We also have to find the point of the contact in the most important when performing the badminton smash. For example, the point of contact is important as we hitting the shuttle in the right angle, so it will produce the best trajectory to get the point. Okay, next in this badminton, we also have in this badminton, the part of the smash, we have the Newton force law, which is inertia. Inertia happen when the shuttle in court, and the third law, which is the action reactions law of motion, happens when we rolling to our opponent.